Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be middle school advice. Yeah, the lighting, I can't tell if it's making my skin look extremely greasy or like glowing, but I love it. This is helpful for like anyone. Like if you're in 6th grade, you can watch this, or if you're going into 6th grade, you can even watch this like later. I watch these videos on a daily basis just for fun because I like them. I've already been in middle school for 2 years, so I feel like it's like pointless, but they're fun to watch. So you don't have to be in 6th grade. And if you're not in 6th grade, you can comment like anything I missed. I don't know why my voice always dies the second I film a video. Like, I'm not really sure why. The lighting is so bright. Okay, so I have my little notes over here. So I made like little sections, but they aren't really that organized, and I'll probably think of like 5 new things as I go. So yeah, I also only have 20 minutes to film this, so doing great. The first thing I put was like preparation, like what you want to do before. First of all, watching all these videos is like comforting. I feel like they didn't really help me. They are like comforting, and then you do know a little bit more. So I like watching these videos. Typically you don't want to buy school supplies prior because you might buy like 5 notebooks that you don't even need. But if you already did, like, whatever, something will be helpful. But, like, you know you need pencils, right? But, like, you might find a couple things that the teachers tell you to get that you didn't already get. And then your mom's like,
literally, why did we go shopping earlier if you didn't need any of that?
So just maybe wait. If you know anyone, like, from elementary school that's going into your middle school, definitely exchange schedules with them. Like, show them your schedules. Because then you'll just be a lot more calm. Because you'll be like, oh, I have math with... I'm trying to think of a name that, like, I don't know someone. I have math with Stephanie. So then it's like you're more like where to go. I also think it's helpful to know. I think something that stressed me out a lot was lunch and like knowing where I was gonna find my friends at lunch. Because usually like in elementary school you're just friends with everyone in your class, right? But I think it's helpful to know someone that you can walk to lunch with in your class before lunch. That's something I'm stressed about for next year because I really want to have a friend in my 4th period, which is before lunch for me. So exchange schedules. The third thing I put on this category, and the only other thing, was just like, don't stress out. Because like, it's not stressful. It's really not. So just don't stress out, you know? Which, no one's listening. But, I told you. Okay, the next category I have is academic side, which I didn't put a lot for because like you kind of just figure it out. Like I feel like advice videos are not helpful whatsoever. I'm just saying this like calm me down. I don't like my hair is just not placing where I want it to place. Okay, this happens every time I wear a sweater. My hair just like goes crazy. Academic side. It's basically the normal grade transition in my mind. I think 7th. Did the lighting just like dramatically change, or did my phone brightness just like change? I'm horrified it's gonna fall. Okay, so the grade transition is basically just like a normal like 4th to 5th grade, like every grade transition ever, except it's like a little bit more extended, if you know what I'm talking about. Like it's only thing that's really different about middle school is like people are older, and I think they're honestly less mature, and like it's just you switch classes, which is kind of stupid. Like, I don't know why we can't just stay in the same class. So yeah, the grade transition is pretty much normal. Like, it's fine. It's not like you're about to get, like, aggressively slammed with homework. I mean, it's definitely, like, more, but that's because you're older and your brain's developing, so it's, like, it's harder. You know what I'm talking about? Like, be nice to teachers, because they'll be nice to you. Like, you can do whatever you want, but, like, if you're, like, nice to your teacher and you get, like, an 89.5 on your grade, like, they'll round it up because they like you, you know? Like, pay attention, learn their stuff, but you don't have to like freak out if you get like one like minorly bad grade. I mean, like, obviously I hate when people say like,
oh, middle school doesn't matter at all,
because it does matter. Because high school, like college, looks at your high school grades, but high school looks at your middle school grades for placement, and middle school looks at your elementary school grades for placement. So every grade matters. Like if you get a little bit, like if you get like a B on something, like you're not gonna literally like fail and not get into any colleges because of that. But like you have to work hard and learn the material, because if you don't, you're not going to get into the classes you want in high school. I know some people don't care, but like people that do care, it does matter, because if you are like lower classes in middle school, they're not going to put you in higher classes in high school. You know what I'm talking about? Like, okay, this category is called drama and the social side. Just don't. That's just life advice in general. Yeah. Yeah, if someone's like bullying you or like talking about you, just don't interact with it, because the reason people do that is because they like the attention of people like reacting to it. Like if someone's like bullying you, which isn't gonna happen like for the most part, like people aren't that aggressive. Like the hallways are kind of chaotic, like in between classes, like some in between,
like screaming and stuff.
but like no one's like being, it's not like the movies, which hopefully that's exciting and not disappointing. Yeah, so just like don't, if someone bullies you, just like ignore it, because then you aren't giving them any validation. If they keep doing it, like just keep ignoring it. And if it gets like really aggressive and you actually can't deal with it, like talk to someone. Like it's not snitching. Snitching is such a stupid thing. Like it's not snitching, dude. You're just, if someone's making you not feel good, tell someone. Like what? Don't date people. That feels stupid that I have to say that. Like I feel like you shouldn't be dating in middle school at all. I mean, you can do whatever you want. It works out for some people, but like just don't. Like if you, again, this is your life, like I can't tell you anything, but like don't. You're like 12 years old. Don't. I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, if you want to, but like I'm trying to emphasize all this information. Like this is my personal advice. This is what I do, but like you can do whatever you want. Like you don't have to listen to me. You don't need to be friends with like popular people. Like it's just not. They're not even popular. They just like, just don't try to fit in. Maybe this is dumb advice. I'm not sure. It worked for me. I'm alive, so talk to people in all your classes. Like literally talk to everyone. I mean, don't talk to everyone. Some people are annoying, but like you want to get to know everyone. Not everyone, but like it's good to know at least, I always say at least one person per class you should be friends with, because then like if you have a project, if you were absent and don't know what the homework is, also like you can also ask your friends that were in a different period than you. Like if your friend, it's so hard to think of names. I don't like, it's not hard, but like my automatic answer is like say someone I know. If you and Susie have the same, it have to be Susie. If you and Susie have the same math class, but like hers is 5th period and yours is 2nd period, like you can ask her what was the homework the day you were absent, like, you know. So it's good to have a friend for class, because then you can like ask them stuff. I hope you understand, because it makes sense in my brain, but I don't know if it's coming across. Okay, this is just my random category. I personally don't have much like PE experience. I know PE stressed me out so much because like this is where all my phone cracks come from. If you didn't know, my phone, when I film by the window, my phone is literally on a windowsill. So it's kind of chaotic. It usually falls at least 3 times per video. Yeah, so PE, I always just did dance PE because, like, I picked dance PE, and I'm also in musical theater, so I wanted to do dance PE because, like, I'm not a good dancer whatsoever. Like, I don't have much dance experience. Yeah, if you don't want to do dance PE, and it's not an option, like, you have to do normal PE. I don't know what to say to you. I don't have any experience, so maybe I'm not the person to, yeah. I just try to be organized, like, keep track of your homework, because when you have so many classes, it's really like hard to keep track of everything. Because I remember in 5th grade, my teacher, we had like a notebook that we'd always put like our things to do, and I think I was the only one that actually did it. But yeah, I think that was really helpful, because at the end of the day we can like review everything we had to do. But in classes, usually they just like they tell you what you need to do. Like usually there's a list somewhere and you could ask your teachers, but like you do have to like remember it a little bit easier. So definitely like keep a sticky note, because I feel like I've used so many like corners of notebooks to like write down my stuff I need to do. If you need like friends, I feel like joining clubs and joining electives that you're passionate about are like the most, if you need friends. That was an odd startup. The best way to make friends is like literally to join clubs and electives, because that's where you find other people that like have the same interests in you. And like if your friend is doing an elective and you're completely uninterested in that elective, don't join that elective, because like it's not worth it to be with your friend, because you'll make new friends in your elective that you have an interest with, which you do probably with your best friend too. But like if you're debating between 2 electives and that you're like equal on both and your friend is in one of them, like you can join them, but like don't feel peer pressured at all. That's like the main objective of this entire video. Okay, go tour your school before if you can. I remember I was like not there. We were traveling on the day that we were supposed to like come and have like a tour from the teachers or whatever. But I remember me and my grandma just like went a couple days after, like when we got back from our trip, and we just like walked around the school and we found all my classes. That's really helpful if you can do that. And also if you have like a friend, like an older friend that went to your school, it's really helpful to talk to them, because I feel like as much as these videos are helpful, you can't get that much advice about a school that you've never been to. Like I can't tell you that much because I haven't been to your school. It's also helpful to memorize the schedule, like in the order of your classes, because then it's like you got it down. And also have multiple copies of your schedule. I know that most schools you're not allowed to take out your phone, but it's helpful to have your schedule as your phone wallpaper, because then you could just like peek at it if you need to. I know that you basically aren't allowed on your phone in most places. I always make like 5 sticky note copies of my schedule, and I put like one in my pocket, my jeans, but pockets aren't reliable. So you gotta put like one in your backpack, one in each pocket of your backpack. You gotta put one in your pencil bag. You don't need to do that. I just get extremely nervous about like losing my schedule. But you will memorize your schedule within like 3 days. Like, it's not hard. You don't even have to think about it. Like, you literally just start walking that way. Like, the hardest thing about starting like a new year of middle school, like after 6th grade and you start 7th grade and 8th grade, you know, it's like you start walking to your other class and you're like,
Oh, not supposed to go there.
silence your cell phone. Do it, because teachers are so weird. I don't know why we get full on screamed at and like our phone taken away if our phone rings. Like, I just don't understand that. I always silence my phone and I put it on airplane mode. I don't know why. It's the silencer thing. It's like on the corner of your phone. So what if it like slips, you know? I don't know what my logic is. So yeah, just put your phone on silent, because teachers get mad for some reason. I mean, maybe that's just my school. Like, I know some schools you can have your phone out, like, fully, but silence your phone, just to be safe. Last thing I wrote was just, like, don't accept peer pressure, like, whatsoever. I mean, unless it's, like, good. Okay, I'm sorry, like, the horrible lighting and the fact that I'm literally very and there's, like, mascara under my head, but I kind of wanted to confirm what I meant by good peer pressure. I meant, like, I think you know the difference, but, like, good peer pressure is, like, if your friend tells you to do your homework, that's not peer pressure. Like, that's your friend. Like, I don't know how smart you guys are. Just like bad peer pressure, like, you know, bad peer pressure. It's like you really know it at the end of the day. If something feels forced and like you're uncomfortable doing it, don't do it. Unless it's like your friend telling you to do your homework and for some reason you aren't doing your homework. You know what I mean? I feel like my audience is all older than like 6th graders. Like, I don't think anyone's watching this. Also, dress code. I feel like the dress code is a little bit higher in middle school than it was in elementary school. I've only been like dress coded once, and it was just because I was wearing black leggings. I don't know why I'm telling you my pants. They weren't related at all. And I was wearing like a pink shirt, and it was like a little bit cropped, but it only looked cropped because I needed to like pull up my pants. They weren't like falling off, but like some pants just like, they're just lower than I want them to be, you know, so you just keep pulling them up because you want them to be higher, but they're not meant to be higher. And one girl was like, not one girl, like a lunch lady was like,
Do you have a sweater to put over it?
and I was like, yeah. I did not have a sweater to put over it. That was just my automatic response. I'm not sure why, but I fixed it and it was fine, you know. And I know a lot of people get dress code for like spaghetti shops. Just check your school dress code, because for everywhere it's so different. Like, some people literally can't wear nail polish. Like, you know how bad it would be if I could not wear nail polish to school? Like, I would actually be screwed. Check your schedule, your dress code. I swear it's something else to say. I feel like only the lunch ladies dress code you though. Like, I feel like I've never been dress coded by a teacher, and I feel like no teachers dress code, because the teachers like don't care, but for my school. But then the lunch ladies care, which is stupid to me, because I feel like the lunch, like, it doesn't matter what you're wearing at lunch. Obviously wear clothing, but like, you don't have to be, it doesn't really matter, because no one's getting distracted at lunch. And the thing is, when you're learning in your classroom, usually you have a desk like up to here, like, you know, you have a desk. So if you have like a crop shirt, like, no one can see it. Like, it doesn't matter, because usually you're facing people's backs. Like, no one's distracted by the back of your head, hopefully. If they are, that's a little bit odd. Also, boys' dress codes are so much like, it's just messed up. I hate dress codes. I mean, obviously there has to be like something, but like, okay, I've been filming for 17 minutes. I thought I'd film for like 10 minutes, because usually I film for like 10 minutes and then the video gets a lot shorter. But yeah, I have a good amount of stuff here, which is good. Yeah, at the end of the day, you don't have to follow any of my advice if you don't want to. Like, it's your life. Don't let me screw you up. Yeah, this is my middle school advice. Good luck. Don't be stressed, because it's not stressful at all. I was so stressed, and there is no reason to be stressed. And if you have an older sibling, use them. Don't use them, but like, use them, you know? Okay, I need to... Oh my